What is it?
Mr. President, General Morgan, we have a situation developing in Seattle.
The situation, General?
Communications have been sketchy.
But it appears that Russian troops have managed to sneak into port using disguised cargo ships.
Let me get this clear. You're saying that we have Soviet soldiers on American soil, General? That we've been invaded?
Yes, sir.
It seems more are coming in. We have precious few units in the area, and they're putting up what resistance they can.
My God. What are our options?
They're rather limited, sir.
If we start pulling divisions back from Europe, we'll lose what control do we have.
I know. But don't we have anything to defend our own country with?
I've ordered what units that we have to go west, sir.
Who's leading them?
Colonel Sawyer, sir. He's as tough as they come.
Well, he better be. Assemble the staff. Situation room, 20 minutes.
Very well, Mr. President.
We fled east with the darkening sky behind us lighted by the many fires downtown. Some have later called the retreat organized, but I think it only seemed that way because we were all running in the same direction. Seattle was lost the moment those ships entered the harbor, and there was never any real chance of our holding the city. I try not to think about all those we were forced to leave behind. Captain Bannon kept us in a semblance of order, but I'll never know whether we were actually obeying his commands or they just happened to coincide with what we all thought best. We followed the freeway into the suburbs with the war close on our heels. Some artillery had already landed in the area, and I remember seeing a broken swing set lying on its side next to a blackened crater. I think that was when it hit me. We had been invaded, and nothing would ever be the same again.
Did anyone here recognize that voice, by the way? Nah, it was Alec Baldwin, the actor. Or some of you might know. So, now we're going to show you sorry about that. Now I'm going to show you a multiplayer map. This is the typical game mode for World in Conflict, which is called Domination. I talked a little about it the last presentation, I think. Just quick before we get into the game. Domination is about controlling specific command points around the map, strategic points around the map. And when your team controls more points than the opponents, you will start to dominate the map, and you will see John will choose a team here, and these are the roles, by the way, that I talked about. So I think you could be like armor, a tank. This is the mega map, where he places his drop zone, where he wants his units to ride. So like there. We cannot play online down here, so this is an AI bot match. So we're playing against the computer, so you will not see actual players playing against us. That menu that you see now, up to the right, is the reinforcement menu. That is pretty much all the resource management there is in Wink. You see the numbers, if you put your mouse over the numbers up top. Yeah. These are the reinforcement points. You use these points to purchase units, and each unit have different prices, as you can see. And the reinforcement points that you spend on units get attached to that unit in a way. So when that unit dies, you will get the points back, and instantly can deploy more units. So it's a cycle, a constant cycle. So now John has deployed some units, it's coming in like 14 seconds. If you can just move around and show them some of the command points. These circles that you see are the command points. The circles themselves we call perimeter points. to capture a command point, you have to have friendly units inside each circle. So you see here, one circle is captured, it's turning green, and now the next one will be captured. There we go. Now it's ours. So if you see the flag up top, the flag, the bar here, the Russian flag on the left side, the Soviet flag, sorry, is our team. And that flag will start to move to the right if we're winning. But if the opponents are dominating the map more than we do, they will start to push the flag other direction. So pretty much this game mode is about having domination over the map when the time runs out, or to completely push the other team to their side. That's the basics of it.
We lost control over the bar. We have to retreat from our forces are occupying West Town.
When John has his units inside his circle, you can see that little white icon and the green bar. Now he's fortifying this point. That means that if he spends time, very precious time, standing still in one conflict is deadly, because you will get bombed a lot. Especially if you play against humans, not computers. But he can spend time fortifying this point. So you see these small little defensive structures, the blue dots. They are little fortification that hold this point against tanks, helicopters and infantry. So the point becomes more difficult to capture. So you can spend time to make the points more difficult to capture.
The church is in enemy hands. We have to retreat from West Town. We captured the main gate.
Okay, this is the mega map that I talked about. Oh, go back. In here you can get all kinds of information. These are filters that you use, so you can choose exactly what you like to see. Here, now we have pretty much everything turned on, so you can see all the enemy units and your friendly units. You can see the arrows where they are going. Up here you can. It's not a great place to play the game, but it's a great way to get an overview of how the match is going, and especially if one of the players of the team is designated to coordinate. This is a great tool for that. And as I said in the previous presentation, if you have DirectX 10, you can have this constantly on your secondary monitor.
Our forces are occupying West Town. Your victory is close.
So John has gained some tactical aid points, and as you can see, in multiplayer you have access to all tactical aids at all times. They cost, of course, so he can only afford one of the artillery barrages. But if you open the menu again, please, you can see there are 3 categories. The first one is what we call non-destructive. Here you can drop paratroopers, you can place radar scans, you can repair broken bridges, etc. And the middle one, that we call selective strikes, these are tactical aids, super weapons, engineered to be very effective against specific targets, like napalm, the top one,